Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna go over top 25 villains of 2025. There will be spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, so this is your spoiler alert. Now with all of this out of the way, let's get started. First we start with 10 honorable mention. The first one is Goldrun. The next is the Trix from Winx Club. The magic is back. Liz, aka Reaper. Grady Lovell from the Wolfman. Blake Lovell from the Wolfman. Malagos from the Minecraft movie. Maria Forrest. Makina from Rise of the Shield Hero. Akashi and Simon from I Left My A-Rank Party. Those are characters that did not make it to the official list, but I still wanted to give a shout out to. Number 25 is Typhon. Now this is a real massive threat in Blood of Zeus. I understand why the gods feared him so much. The power and strength this character shown has proven why he's such a threat. There ain't much story to him. He doesn't speak, he just act. He saves Kronos, so you know that he's loyal to him and that he's strong. But like I said, there aren't really much story laying behind him, unfortunately. That's why I can't add him any higher. It's mostly because his awesomeness and his power that has earned him this spot. Coming up as number 24 is Paulbert from Zootopia 2. The way they write this story with him as a twist villain was 10 times better than what they did with Bellwether. Now, Paulbert's betrayal, when you know his motives, actually feels natural. He wants his family approval. He was willing to play nice with the heroes and make his family believe he had betrayed them to get the hero to trust him. In the end, he acts like a nice guy, but it's all just an act, so he can destroy the original document. But he fails in one thing, and that is after he betrays the heroes, he's overconfident, and that leads to his downfall. But besides that, he did almost everything right. He played the heroes, he played his family, or even though he was still loyal to his family. He fooled everyone. He is a strong villain, and the fact that he almost killed the hero actually make him work even better. Bellwether never had a chance against the heroes. He did. So he earned his place as number 24. Number 23 is Prince Lucas from the Wolf King, and I think this one works slightly good. I think he's earned his place here. I like the fact that he's an arrogant prince that everyone probably wants to punch. He's not the best villain in this show, but he's not the worst. I like the fact that he is an arrogant douchebag, and I like the way the writers write him like an arrogant douchebag, especially his hatred for the wolf. It's simply the writing and that has made him this far. To be honest, I was slightly uncertain where I was gonna put him, if he was gonna be number 4 or number 3. But right now he's number 3. Number 22 is Darlis from Rise of the Shield Hero. Again, another arrogant character, but someone that is so good at talking, so good at scheming, manipulating, that his arrogance is almost earned. He's a good villain. He's played the heroes, even though Naofumi was onto him. He was able to lie his way close to him and others because he was promising thing the Shield Hero already wanted. He also had this plan to have I think there was the leprous or wolf. I forgot a little bit about the details, but have them removed from the great races and have the lion take their place. That was part of his plan, and when he faced off against some of the heroes, he really got his ass kicked, even though he was cheating the entire time. He has earned his place this far up, and I really like the way he was written. Way more arrogant, but still earned arrogance. Number 21 is Leopold from the Wolf King. Now, a slightly more arrogant than his son, but also much smarter and a real threat to our heroes. I would have ranked him higher, but I haven't seen the second season yet, so I can't really do that. What I saw from him in season 1 is enough to earn this spot. If I had seen him in season 2, maybe I would have given him 1 or 2 spots higher, but slightly more arrogant than his son, but in a good way, a real threat, and I like the voice actor. The storytelling is good with him, so he's earned his place here. Number 20 is Peter Pan from Never Ending Nightmare. Now, this is a real twisted, fucked up version of Peter Pan, and the fact that he's so cruel, so evil, so messed up is actually what makes him so good. This is the character you want to hate, either he is part of your childhood. You can't help but despise this evil son of a bitch. And all he wants is to enter Neverland, and he thinks he has to kidnap children to get it. He is selfish, and the way he abused Tinkerbell, what a fucked up person. Number 19 is Kitty Cat from Bad Guys 2. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this character, but I believe she's decently much better than some of the previous characters on this list. When it comes to her and Peter Pan, I wasn't sure where I was gonna put them, so I just had to make a decision. She is quite good as a character. I think that she's well written. I think her motivation was good. I like the way that she used our main heroes, was able to blackmail them into helping her and all that. And in the end, the hero's life changes thanks to her action. So that is what makes her a good villain. Not the best villain, but a good villain. Number 18 is the Mirror Demon from The Conjuring Last Rite. Now, I really like the final villain they had for this franchise. I like how creepy this demon is. And when you see the screen right now, you see that I picked one of the most creepiest moments. So yeah, I really like this one. I feel like she could have a little bit more story to her. But then again, I like that she's been after the Warrens since their daughter's birth. And that she actually tried to kill their daughter as an infant by strangling her. To be honest, you have to be real twistedly evil for something like that. And this demon she may be the worst monster the Warrens have gone up again. And that she got one of the Warren friends to commit suicide. This one is messed up. Most of the reason why she's so high is because she is so creepy. She is scary. She makes you afraid. And that's why she's here. The extra story just made it more easier. Number 17 is Peridot from Wednesday. I'm gonna be completely fair with him. He's a complete sleazebag. He is a coward, a liar, manipulator, a con man, and a murderer. He deserved everything he got in Wednesday when he ended up getting killed. He manipulated one of Wednesday's friends in order to get his way. I know that's just common for villainy, but he did it in such a good way and in such a despicable way that you could not wait to see him die. I think that the one he manipulated also ends up being the one to destroy him was icing on the cake. Number 16 is Moose from Daredevil Born Again. There isn't much to say about him. He wasn't exactly the main villain, but he is so sick, so twistedly disgusting that I think that as a villain he earned its way here. It also helped that the writing for him is quite good. But what I like the most is that when he makes his paintings, he using human blood, and that is why I'm saying he's so twisted. He was even willing to kill a teenage girl for that, and because he got close to his lair, so he might have no other choice, but he is evil. And with good writing for him, that made him such a good villain that I have no choice but to put him here. Number 15 is the engineer from the Superman movie. Now, again, like most, isn't much to say about her, but the reason why she's this high is because she's so badass. I couldn't justify making her one of the top 10, but I'm certain that she has earned her place here because of how much of a bad ass she was. And her powers are cool. The actor is doing a great job. Look, I want to give her more story just to flesh out her character if I was the one advising James Gunn, but I'm not, and I trust whatever James Gunn does. With a little bit more story to her, like a reason why she was helping Lex Luthor, she could have been even higher. But for now, she's earned her place as number 15. Number 14 is Isaac Knight, aka Slurp, from Wednesday. Now, this guy is a traitor. First, he betrayed his best friend Gourmet, and then he betrayed Gourmet's son Popley, who helped bring him back to life, which is the sole reason he's back to life. Now, the fact that this happened, that he betrayed them both, already make him a character you don't like, but he had a reason for it. He wanted to help his sister to escape being a Hyde, and he was willing to let his best friend die for it. And then he repeated it later with Popley to cure his sister's son Tyler from being a Hyde. Is it the right thing to do? Of course not. His nephew did not want to lose his power, and if he had gone through with it, Popley would die. Popley Adams would die. I sometimes have a hard time saying his name, so I just have to do the best I can there. But like I said, he would die, but he doesn't care. He wants to do what he thinks is right for him and his sister. But then again, he is loving towards them. And if it weren't for that part, I would not have added him this high on this list. His love for his sister is what makes him complex. He's not pure evil, but he's not good either. So yeah, I think he's earned his place this high. It also helps that the actor did a really great job. Number 13 is Jinyu from K-pop Demon Hunter. Now, when you write a redemption story for a villain in the end, this is how you do it. He starts out as willing to help the Demon King. He's the one that come up with the plan to have the demons create their own boy band to combat the demon hunters. But once the movie goes on, you see more to him than that. He did a really great mistake back in his life when he left his family, and we can see that he has regretted that for so long, and it's not before we meet our main hero that he's starting to show remorse and changing. Like I said, he's regretted it. He has a deal with the Demon King, but I forgot a bit about the details, so I'm not gonna bother to look it up. But what I can tell you is that the voice actor made him great. The way they portrayed him and write this character works so well. This is a person you actually ultimate end up liking, even though he is a demon. And like I said in the beginning, he redeemed himself in the end by sacrificing himself for the girl he fell in love with, taking a full blast from the Demon King's power. Number 12 is Jumbo Kiva from Lilo and Stitch 2025. I really thought he was gonna get a redemption arc in this movie, but he didn't. And that's something that I actually did like. I do hope for a redemption arc for the character later on, but I do believe that having him as the main villain of this movie really worked. He is funny, but he can be a bit intimidating. Not much, but a bit. He's also smart, and that's confirmed since he created 626 and was planning to turn it into 627. Although I didn't like the voice actor that much, I do like the story they had for the character. He's funny, he's not meant to be taken too seriously, and that's what makes him work. From one character you can't help but to like to one you hate so much that you is waiting to just see him die. Number 11 is Stephen J. Lockjaw from One Battle After Another. This man is despicable. He is disgusting. He is evil. He's the worst type of person to be around. Also, he's a racist, so it's that too. He did fall in love with one of the black people in this movie, but there's no guarantee he would actually have treated her good. I have a hard time a man like this can actually love and only see a woman as nothing more than something to be owned. So yeah, he's despicable. And we learned that one of his goals is to enter a high society of rich people, but he cannot have been in love with any people of black color or Asian color or whatever. So they make it clear that they are all racist, and he has to make sure that every trace of his past is eradicated. I believe that if a main female would have joined him and become his wife or something, or his girlfriend, he would kill her without a second thought just to enter that society. So yeah, this guy is a scumbag. But one of the reasons why he's this high on the list is because the way he died is so beautiful. He almost died being shot while he's driving a car, but he survives that. But when he comes back, he believes he gets everything he wanted, and when he gets his office, they fill it with gas, killing him. But he died realizing that they were killing him. When he thought he got what he wanted, they was not gonna give it to them because they knew. So yeah, that's some real karma. Number 10 is Sidewinder from Captain America Brave New World. Now, you can't go wrong with Giancarlo Esposito. He is an excellent actor, and he proved that he can still be a badass in this movie. To be honest, I believe if they had gotten another actor, the character would not have been that good. So I'm really glad they cast him for this role. I think that the way they told the character was great. He's a badass, and when I escape. That was one line that really made him look even more of a badass. He's the secondary antagonist of Captain America Brave New World, but he's still by far the best villain in that movie. So again, considering that he's not the main villain, but still is the best, says so much. Number 9 is Scorpion from Spider-Man freshman years. Now, this is not the best version of the Scorpion, but it's still a really good one. I really like the angle they went with him, having him being leader of his own gang. I don't think that has been anything they tried in the comics, but I might be wrong. And I also like how intimidating he is. He almost killed Spider-Man. He made the leader of a rival gang shaking in fear, and he became more and more of a threat. I really like the way they handled this character, and that he got his armor from Doc Ock, but just another good move. Overall, intimidating, strong, threatening, and a badass, and this has earned him a place as number 8. Number 8 is Spineless from Devil May Cry. Now, this man is US corruption at his finest. He's an extreme Christian and he's evil. Claims he's a man of God, but he's a man of evil. He is corrupt. When it was proven that not all of those so-called demons were evil, he did not believe it. He ordered his men to liquefy a bunch of civilian of them, and that proved that he is cold and calculating. He wants to almost kill all of them or do them into slaves. So yeah, he is not a good man. He's a man that believes that all he does is right, that he does not make mistakes, and he's technically the one that's leading the US government, and the president is just a figurehead for him. Again, like I said, US corruption at its finest. Number 7 is Aunt Gladys from Weapons. The best way I can describe this despicable person is that she's a parasite. And the movie makes her seem like a parasite when her draw her life force from others. She is an evil witch that draw her life from others to cure her sickness. She may have even lived for much longer than we realize. That she may even be from medieval time or something, maybe. All we know is that she is quite mysterious, and her mysterious background actually helped make her even a better character. You don't know if she's from medieval time or if she is a recent witch. We simply don't know, and that is one of the best thing about her. The actor is giving us a real creepy portrayal of her, and the fact that she is able to control others, send them into uncontrollable ways, focusing on certain individual, that is a frightening power. She gave us also some of the most creepiest and scariest jump scare in recent years. So yeah, this woman, no, this parasite has earned her place here. Number 6 is Kronos from Blood of Zeus. Now I really love the way they ended this show with having Kronos being the main villain of season 3. I really like that his whole motivation is revenge, but that is not hollow. Kronos is an interesting character, even though he's just a little bit one-sided. He's still interesting, and that's hard to do, to make a one-sided villain interesting. I like how much of a threat he is. I like that it's told in Greek mythology that it took Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon to defeat him, and in the end, that was what they needed to defeat him this time as well. With the help of his brother, our heroes was successfully able to defeat him and Typhon, and that really showed that even though the heroes die, they still won, and Kronos himself was destroyed. So yeah, he's a massive threat, and that's one of the biggest reasons why he earned his place this high. Number 5 is Shalla-Bal, aka the Silver Surfer from Fantastic Four First Step. Now, this was interesting way to bring in the Silver Surfer to the MCU. I really like that instead of go with the normal route with Silver Surfer, they used his wife instead. I have a feeling we're gonna see a male Silver Surfer sooner or later. I'm not sure if we're actually gonna end up seeing it, but I have a feeling that we might. I like the fact that the way the character was written is that she was eventually remorseful for the things she did, leading Galactus to those worlds. At the same time, she was also a real badass. I really liked her interaction with Donny Storm. I liked that she and him had some connection, and I really liked the way she fought. She was a real threat to heroes, and just like Galactus, I think she could have defeated them if she really wanted to. And I really loved the way she redeemed herself in the end. Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four, great villain, great redeemed villain. Number 4 is Nuno Carlu. I probably pronounced his name wrong, from Assassin's Creed Shadows. Now, this one is far from the best villain in Assassin's Creed, but still a good one. One of the things that really make me dislike this son of a bitch is because of how much of a evil racist he is. He see people from Africa as less than humans. He was involved with one of the worst events in human history, the slavery, and he's just an awful person. Treats all black people like they are trash. And of course, he's a member of the Templar Order, so that in itself says that he can be a bit corrupt. I know not all Templars are equally bad, but most of them believe that humans cannot choose for themselves. And he, I believe, is in the similar mindset. He is a racist son of a bitch. This character deserved the end he got. Number 3 is the White Rabbit from Devil May Cry. Now, this will start out with good intention, but when time comes, he becomes more and more evil. He starts out as a human who just wanted to do the right thing, but now he's just a demon that is cruel, heartless, and believe he's doing what's right for the Achaean or the demons. I forget the other name almost every time, so I'm just gonna refer to them as demons, even though I know they have another name. And he believes he's doing what's right for them, and consider their situation. I understand why he believes it, but the way he's doing it is wrong. His action would have led to full-on genocide, full death, and destruction for humankind, and he's just cruel in the way he does it. He may have been a good person at once, but now he's just a cold-blooded murderer that's believing he's justified. But the character's personality is what makes him earn such a high spot. He is so intriguing. Every time you see him, you want to see what he's gonna do. The way he speaks is elegant, but it's also a bit badass. And that's hard to mix elegance with badassness. So everything that made this character so great is something that has earned his place as number 3. Number 2 is Galactus from Fantastic Four First Step. This is a great version of Galactus. I really like what Marvel Studio did with him. I also like his motivation to free himself from a never-ending hunger. I really thought that he was actually gonna succeed in destroying Earth, but failed to capture Franklin. That was what I believed. He was real threatening to the heroes. Without the plan they had made, they would not have been able to defeat him. And you know then, when you are created as such a powerful villain, that the heroes have no choice but to focus on one singular plan. Often the heroes goes to one plan that has the highest likelihood, but with Galactus there was no other way. So that was what I really liked. The heroes could not really defeat him, but they could send him away. And that was how they defeated him. With the help of the Silver Surfer that betrays him in the end. The actor also did a really good job. Galactus number 2, he's earned it! And are you really surprised that Lex Luthor from Superman 2025 is my number 1 villain of the year? He is by far the best version of Lex Luthor I've seen. I wasn't really sure if anyone was gonna beat the one from Justice League and the Superman animated series. I really like this version of Lex Luthor. I like that he's self-aware, that envy is one of the sins he has when it comes to Superman. I really like when he explained his true hatred to Superman. I like how ruthless he is. And he's so smart that some of the things he do almost feels like magic. I really think this is the best version of Lex Luthor, and if it weren't for the actor Nicholas Hoult, I think this Lex Luthor could have failed. But they got the perfect actor to play him. I really find it hard to say perfect with that, because normally there's no such thing as perfection, but this time I feel like it. I don't see anyone topple this version of Lex Luthor. He's intelligent, he's threatening, he's 5 steps ahead of most other people, and all of that has earned him a place as number 1! And that's it for this video. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below. I will hope to see you guys again next time.